Hello everyone and welcome back to the podcast of my channel where I am once again talking about Deoxynn. This time though, I'm going to do something different. Though this is going to be kind of a half podcast and half, well, data mining, kind of, um, you know, kind of video on my channel because the topic I'm going to talk in the podcast part really isn't going to be making. It's not going to be that much of time consuming, I'm very sure. So uh, uh, so the majority is probably going to be data mining, so there is that. With that being said, let's jump on right into the video. Now the first part of this video is going to be regarding some of the mini scientific things that I found regarding dioxin. Namely, as I was saying, the first thing I want to discuss is literally just about Caleb. I swear to God, and that the more I think about it, Caleb, like, I need scientific answers regarding this guy. Like, one, he seems to be like both the descendant of both a Doomsday Fleet survivor from the human side, and also he seems to be half an Anai from the beast side. So, like the more I think about it, like his literal existence from a scientific point of view, it confuses me. And like like for most of you, this is not like lower heavy things, just but for a person who is literally studying by PC in like college right now, oh, these are the type of questions that are stuck in my mind. And because particularly about, because one thing, okay, let us assume for a moment that the he is in fact a descendant of, like, a biological descendant of both a human and an eye. This means that the genetic um, like the genetics of these two species are similar enough for them to, you know, be able to, I think you know what I mean. Anyway, for them to, get together and produce an offspring. Uh, but also, on the other hand, we know for a fact that anais, felines, and other humanoid beasts were there on Europa before the humans' arrival. So this means that, like, uh, they just coincidentally happen to be like humans, and also seem to have the same genetic, um, genes as a human for the most part. Hence why they were able to have an offspring together. And even if, like, Caleb is like adopted or something, that would still mean that they have, similar genes, or at least it implies like a common, you know evolutionary branch, because of one thing: Caleb's broken arm. Now you might think, how on God's green Europa does his broken arm have to do with the genes of, anais and humans? Well, I will tell you. In evolutionary science, there is something such as divergent evolution and convergent evolution, and this thing is basically, okay. We all know that bats are mammals, right? Uh, but they act more like birds, like they have wings and all. But one common way used in science to distinguish between birds and, like, more closely related species is their bone structure. Bats, even though they, uh, er, like, from outside, their wing structure and everything looks similar to that of a bird, in reality their Wings are basically just elongated hands with fingers, and those bones of those fingers are like almost identically resemble the bone structure of other mammals and are very different from that of a bird. So tying this back to the situation with Caleb, he says he went to a place known as Duxborough to get his hand checked, and for a doctor to like say that his hand is fine, they probably had to like do something along the lines of an X-ray or something. I, I'm assuming, because like he has like the thing around his arm and everything. I can't find the word for it right now. I don't remember the word for it, but the casket or the word. He has that around his arm, so presumably a doctor had to like you know check if he fractured his bones, and that would mean the doctor would have to see an X-ray, and if he's like a doctor saw an X-ray, that means that and the doctor did not find anything abnormal. That means not only the ants and humans have common like normal structures, and you know like no external structures, their bone structures are also very similar, and that basically means that in science normally implies like divergent evolution, which basically states that these two organisms evolved from a common ancestor. Now, uh, I don't know if the game's creator Acoustic Jam actually took all of this into consideration. I really hope that he did not for his own sake, because this thing like modeling a game to take all of this into account would likely result in a lot of research, and so anyway, that was just my rant. But and also since this is in a different planet, I suppose the answer can just be that it is space, so infinite possibilities. So in the infinite possibilities, even the least likely thing can happen at least once. So it's theoretically in infinite possibilities. It is also possible for one planet to hold a humanoid being with similar genetic makeup to actual humans on another planet many light years away. So yeah, there is that. Anyway, with that out of the way, I would like to just say that you know you can now enjoy your the what I'm assuming you came for. That is the data mining section of the video. So future me, take it away. Okay, everyone, I am back. You probably saw that podcast part of the video by now, or you probably skipped it. Either way, though, uh, remember this: I made like a video discussing all of the sprites and assets, all of the Deoxynn in game files, and previously I discussed like mainly sprites, uh, and music, all of this, and this time I am actually going to go through some of the scripts, and along with the scripts, some libraries too. If I, some of these I can, like, I don't think I can read some of the library things, but I can probably, like, read some of the scripts. They are, because I already read most of them. Most of them are actually in Python, and since they teach that at school, well, I know a lot of them. So mainly, I am going to be like uh, first I'm going to try to discuss about some of the like unused things that I found, such as the shock soul. It seems I cannot say what exactly this is supposed to do, but previously when I like in the previous time I did this, I was able to find some unused sprites regarding this. If I think this one is supposed to be the charge, the aforementioned charge, and the sprite is very small. Huh. And this is supposed to be the laser, I think it says that it's a the shock, so I'm just assuming this is the like ones regarding it. uh, so there is that, and in battles, uh, I will probably find it. It's somewhere around here. uh, hmm. Right, here it is. uh, Here the spells and all of that. Spells in this one is basically like just the breathe and all of that. There is a script for everything. Hmm. Mm. Actually, I did not know about this flavor text. Huh. Curious. This basically just reaffirms the fact that it seems that Alexa is more inclined towards peace. You know. Uh, oh, here is an unused act. Um, like after reading a lot of these, one thing I was able to like find out was basically that uh, it seems that originally the maybe Deoxynn was originally meant to be really. I'm just checking if it's recording again here, by the way. Like Deoxynn was meant to be released like both Act One and Act Two, because not only are there sprites for Shining Grace, a character that is presumably going to be showing up in Act 2 of the game, but there are also many, like, as you can see here, uh, there is one act and all. There is a wholly coded act regarding this. I'm unable to understand what this act would do exactly, but there is code for it. And also, along with that lullaby, which my aunt's lullaby can make anyone fall asleep. This is also again another like proof to what I just said, because as well, Alexa actually, it's actually mentioned in game that in the next act, Alexa, Alexa is going to who, like her aunt's house, so you know she might just learn learn this act from her aunt, and maybe she is able to perform it. This one is known as fear heal, and I can use my fear advantage to heal. I'm unable to. mm, huh, I'm I don't know what exactly this one is supposed to do. I am too lazy to go through the code right now, but if I had to guess, it might have reduced the max limit. Uh, you know, oh, Along with uh, you know going through that. Here's, by the way, this whole thing. I will show this off later, but for now, let's go into the party one. It's just Alexa, like nothing is there. If I these are her stats and all of that. The the damage, the numbers and all of that. Yeah, here, like the course regarding this, adding the weapon slot and everything, that this and that. Uh, huh. uh, I think this one is supposed to be regarding her movement and all of that. Uh, Anyway, now we go on to the items, which again there are a lot of unused items in the game. Apparently, uh, weapons is not one of them. Yes, the broken watch, the battery, all of these are used. Used again. Hmm. I am unable to find where that one is. Hmm. Anyway, I think it's in the actual items one. Yeah, here it is. The drowsy berry, no, sorry, the drowsy pie. It seems is an it heals 100% and like 100 HP and reduces sleep. Uh, the one reason I can think this is unused is because Alexa has 60 HP, and while the effects of having sleep might counteract for that, this would like huh, this this would like be make it better than the golden berry, which it's oh hmm I never saw this description. It's an extremely rare berry, it seems, which I guess this implies that you know Alexa knew about this berry before, you know like what am I supposed to say, like before before embarking on her adventure and all of that. This is the code regarding that. uh, all of this is used. Oh, by the way, other than the wonder candy again. Huh. And cures paralysis. This one I guess is like I'm very sure this is unused. I never I have never seen this like in the game anywhere. Oh yeah, it definitely is, because here it says it's supposed to be Bible in a shop, and there are only two shops, and I do not remember seeing this one anywhere. This soda is it's just a cosmetic item basically that you can buy after in the post game. Everything else you probably already know about. Huh. Now here are some of the other things that I was talking about, the unused things. The tranquilizer, first of all, uh, limits, like lowers limit rise. Huh. I remember seeing a lot of these like a long time back. It's been a while since I did some data mining, and here is, yeah, whenever I get hit, the enemy like the enemy hitting me will also take damage. The best thing I can compare this to is like the Rocky helmet in Pokemon games. All that, the running shoes, of course, is of course the one given to us by Stacy. The leftovers we can buy from one of the shopkeepers. This again. Now we get to the idle bracelet. Allow me to use the post skill which I showed up earlier. Uh, what exactly this does is beyond me. Hey, and again, I do not know what the post skill does. Uh, anyway, this is the HP up. Sorry, had to pause the record. Sorry, I had to pause the recording back there a little because my mom called me. Uh, anyway, I was saying about the idle bracelet, and next unlocked ones are is the holy badge. With this, from I take less damage from demon types attacks. Demons obviously is I think is like direct uh, connection back to the Deoxynn, who have been described as demons. Then there is a hot target which shares the the name from the armor and undertale, and has in this game it has the increase. It it basically it has the opposite effect of the devil's bow right here. The double we have, but the double down on it actually, you know it is the, as the name suggests, the opposite of double up. Initially I was wondering what such an item would be like in canon. Like obviously this, like from a gameplay standpoint, this is uh, oh, I never noticed this before, but it seems like a lot of these here, the data modified thing is here. So I think, you know I never noticed this before. Somehow looks, I guess you can see the order in which they were added by acoustic jam. I know for a fact that uh, uh, like I downloaded Deoxynn in 2023, so like this couldn't have been made by, like, this data modified could not be in like my laptop thing. So also the game didn't even come out in 2022. So yeah, I suppose now you can know the order in which they were added. The double dip, by the way, in case is you're curious, is it allows two items to be used in one turn, and you get it if you beat a lightning lily in her race. uh, I recently did that in one of my save files recently. Anyway, the double dip. Initially, I was wondering what the lore implications of such an item existing would be, and like in the break, I took, like, while my mom called, I realized that is this might imply that this might be something made especially for dioxin victims. Mm, because or if a dioxin victim obviously uses this, you know they would be less harmful. uh, I guess it's a shame that it went unused, because you know although it's like -4 defense, and I think Alexa does not, like, has here, let me see. uh, yeah, Alexa has no defense, so this would basically, like, send her defense like into the negatives basically. So I guess it's a good thing that, like, it's not used. Anyway, that's all for the unused, like, armor item things. Now on to the actors. For the shopkeepers, uh, you know hmm, there isn't much regarding the shopkeepers. There is no unused shopkeepers. Like, here is Alexa and all the different sprite things used for her, the archmonk, and all of this. Let me just mm, open one of this real quick. Oh, by the way, the mega rodent here given is it is referring to third retail. It's all of its files are actually named mega rodent. instead of said detail. So there's that. Mm, Anyway, this is for this particular one is for Lucas, and it like the sprites regarding this character, the color, the outlines, and all of that, hitbox, the number of pixels, and all of that. Fun fact: this one, whether the actor as a follower means, I am guessing like follower as in the things that TC and KT are, in the like you know when they follow us, it says that if this one is specifically coded so that um, specifically for Lucas and I think one other character who I cannot remember here. Oh, I will probably search this afterwards. But this blushing thing is actually just true only for uh, Lucas and one other character which I don't know about. Anyway, in other words, this thing, you know, obviously Alexa has a crush on him. There is that. Uh, you know that so it makes sense that he would have this. There's also if I go to the assets menu and go into the sprites, the npcs, and uh, where is Lucas? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, uh, Lucas also has specific sprites with him blushing. So there is that I guess. And along with that, anyway, uh, I guess this shows you really how many npcs there are. Yeah. um, Anyway, let me see if I can find the other like the other the npc who brushes. So I'll cut back to that shortly. uh, well I was looking for that and I could not. uh, in the first one I opened afterwards, I found Melanie, and her one has like an extra battle encounter thing. And let me check this real quick. Where is Caleb? Yeah, here it is. Nope, no. It looks like some characters are meant to be like party members actually from the beginning or something. Because if, let me just scroll back to Lucas here quick. Some of the code for like used here isn't like this part. The code for Melanie right here, I don't think it's present like here, or after the you know uh, unlike Lucas, this here it's not present. Eh, uh, I don't know what to say about this. Maybe, oh, by the way, here if the character, so one blushing will not blush here. It's written self 10 underscore blush is set to false, and here it's set to true for Lucas. Anyway, right, literally right here. For lightning lily of all characters, like with Lucas, considering the thing I told you previously with Alexa and all of that, it makes sense. But with the lightning lily, if you go into the sprites menu on the npcs menu, she does not have anything regarding blushing. The one thing I can think about it is like obviously like Lucas and Lily's like their files are literally side by side. So the one thing I can think regarding this is like um, you know uh, they're side by side. So maybe he like you know oh, acoustic they are meant to code for Lucas to have the blush equals to true variable, but end up coding it for Lily instead. Uh, that's the only one I can think about basically. Let me see here like uh, if like the brush equals to true was set to true for any literally any other character, I would be like, yeah, I suppose it would make sense for them to have feelings for like Alexa, maybe because they were along with her in the adventure. But Lightning Lily of all the characters is uh, she is a very minor character of as of Act One, but I suppose she could have a bigger role in Act Two. But like as of right now, it makes no sense for her of all characters to have the blush equals to true variable. Uh, anyway, I suppose that is all I have. Oh, and again, obviously, like you know, all of this thing right here. Uh, all of this thing. This is for that was for Alexa's insane spreads and all of that. Bruno, CS by the way, is for community service. Mm, because in after he is found to be bullying Alexa, the principal gives him community service as a punishment. Hmm. Anyway, interesting one though. Like regardless of what type of character there are, like Wolfgar, for example, like regardless of anything they have, like this uh, thing regarding the like what they will do as a follower. Like I know I'm majorly talking about this thing, but like this is the only thing I can talk about regarding the follower thing, because you cannot find any other thing regarding the like code to indicate that they might be meant to be a follower. But like regardless of what type of character it is, it seems that whether they will be what they will do if they are following you in a party is like actually coded for all of them. Huh. uh, and, these are obviously all these different sprites he has for Wolfgar. um, Alexa Insane, for example, the battle, whatever things there we are able to do, or the moment they, I guess, you can like if you are watching this data mining video, you probably know decently about data mining. So uh, you know I guess um I guess this is basically I'm just showing you that there is code to be found here regarding Deoxynn. So hey, I guess you're welcome. uh, this library thing, the name tags, the scripts for the name tags, the world cut, many, there are many cutscenes and all of that. I can I cannot be like the particle systems, jukebox menu. The group battle. Huh? Huh? I wonder what this is. Oh, never mind. It seems that Ralsei is used here. So I suppose like this is basically like leftover code from the Crystal game engine. The one in which Deoxynn is made. So I suppose there is that. Uh, I might find like more code if I like do more data mining in the future. So maybe I might do a part 3 of this series. But for now, that's it. So thank you for watching, guys, and bye for now.